My name is Jordan Ronquillo.
My name is Abby Vinci.
I'm Holly Jerzinka.
I'm Gary Trevino.
My name is Andrew Smith, and I am a seminarian for the Diocese of Tyler, Texas.
One of the events intern for St. Mary's. I am also the Grand Knight for the Knights of Columbus.
A student volunteer on the leadership team here at St. Mary's.
I'm a senior at Stephen F. Austin, majoring in animal science, and I'm the director of media for St. Mary's.
I'm one of the event interns here at St. Mary's Catholic Campus Ministries. I'm a junior here at SFA and a business management major with a marketing minor. Back when I was very involved with the Wesley Foundation, my best friend wanted me to be involved at St. Mary's. He basically just said, man, just give it a try. So eventually I actually came over. We had this thing called The Circle. We played some games with each other and had a talk and had some free food, and eventually I just fell in love with the community, fell in love with what was going on here, and been part of it ever since.
Came to Mass and I knew no one. There was food and new people. And upperclassmen came and talked to us and stuff, and that was my first experience with St. Mary's.
The summer before we came into SFA, we all got phone calls from people inviting us to things just to be hey, this is who we are and we're here to be your friend if you want to come and meet cool Catholic kids.
I got involved originally by being a Knight of Columbus, meeting the guys that way, and then slowly becoming part of this ministry.
I showed up for some Welcome Week activities, but the thing that got me really involved in St. Mary's was the Awakening retreat that I went on that October of my freshman year. My favorite memory of St. Mary's is probably when I was the coordinator of SFA Awakening number 51 back in my senior year.
I remember one of the block parties was the first big event that I came here for, and that was a huge turnout. It was not just St. Mary's, but other ministries as well.
Probably the first week of school when my sister Haley and I, we were walking across campus, and I was like, Haley, we can go to Mass every single day if we want to. And she was like, all right, but we don't have to, it's not an obligation. I was like, yeah, but we can, so why not? So that was my biggest realization about college, was that I actually have the freedom and the time to go to church every single day if I desire.
Probably wouldn't be a seminarian right now if it wasn't for St. Mary's. I encountered Christ in a deep way, just grown stronger and stronger since, showed me what it is to be a priest.
I was Catholic in name only, essentially, and through St. Mary's, through the men and women that were here, they have brought me to know what the church is and how to live my life as a Catholic.
Just by allowing it to increase, I've learned things that I didn't know before, and if there was anything that I was unsure about of the faith, I could always go and be hey, what is this? I could ask my questions and get them answered.
I had a faith life, but it wasn't super great. And I wasn't very personable with Jesus. St. Mary's has really helped me to reach out of that shell and actually get into my faith and know more about it.
Having a great chaplain here, Father George Elliott, he's an amazing chaplain. Having him being involved with us and wanting to teach us, that's definitely forming me in my thought processes having to do with my faith, and definitely with the Knights of Columbus. I'm the chancellor this year, so I've actually been able to form myself and try and be there for other guys and help form with them in a good fraternal aspect. I now am an event intern, so basically I'm involved in just about everything. So I have to be here for a lot of different stuff. One of the other things I'm involved in is in discipleship with one of the missionaries here at Jake, and definitely working towards getting my own disciple at some point and leading different Bible studies as well.
I'm just a part of the liturgical ministries. So I am a lector and a Eucharistic minister.
Was an altar server. I was part of the core team. I did whatever was needed, really, to help out at St. Mary's. Going a spiritual direction with Father George, he really helped me out a lot, informed me to become a better Christian and to grow more with Christ.
Just being able to understand everything, and I don't mean I understand everything 100%, because honestly we can't. Our brains just can't comprehend what the church is, but understanding it more to where I can defend the faith and proclaim it as the true faith that Jesus Christ gave us.
I'd probably say going to retreats and conferences. So every fall we have the Awakening retreat, And it's just a way for incoming students or even students who have never been on Awakening Retreat to go and meet friends and just to grow in the Catholic faith.
How I think I was formed most was the adoration and confessions that's offered every day, which has really formed like my spiritual life.
Everything that we do here has definitely helped me in different aspects of my faith life, whether it's different doctrines that we follow or if it's definitely just practical parts of life that we are to live out as Catholics. And St. Mary's has definitely done a lot to form that for me.
Follow the commandments, and I go to daily mass, pray the liturgy of the hours, and do all the service things that are required of me as a seminarian.
By doing good things, not asking for anything in return, striving to live a good and faithful life to the church.
Just by, like I said, going to Mass. Like, I love going to Mass and adoration and participating in the sacraments, whether it's the Eucharist or confession or the Mass itself as a whole.
I do my best to try and listen as much as I can. A lot of the people here, you can learn something from everybody, no matter who it is, what their story is, where they come from, cradle Catholic, convert, no matter what. Everybody here, they have something they can teach you about your own faith life. I definitely have learned to follow Christ through the examples he gives me through other people, especially my community members, our interns here, our leadership team, Father George, all of the friends that we bring here, the people that come to our Bible studies. Honestly, you just learn how to be a follower by being there with other people.
I mean, I'm a seminarian, so God willing, I will be ordained a priest in 5 3/4 of a year. If not, spiritually, I hope to follow God's will wherever he leads me.
I pray that I never fall back, but I am prepared for the peaks and the valleys that will happen spiritually, and that sometimes it will be hard to pray. Sometimes it will be as joyful just to be around God and truly feel his presence.
I don't know. I mean, I guess in the future, I obviously want my spiritual life to be better. Like, if this is where I am now, then I want it to be way up here. There's no end to the spiritual life. It always has the opportunity to grow. You always have an opportunity to learn more. And so, yeah, there's no cap onto where my spiritual life has the potential to be, as long as I, stay a faithful Catholic and always continue to have the desire to learn.
I want to get my master's in theology, teach high school ministry, maybe either as an actual employee of the church or just volunteer work.
I definitely see myself looking towards possibly work in ministry. Spiritually, I definitely want to be even closer to Christ than I am in college. I know it's kind of like a sad story. Some people come to college, they lose their faith. I definitely see myself being one of the guys at my home parish wherever I go after I graduate, and just being one of the people who's involved, who is there at almost everything that they can be at, and trying to be there for almost everyone there. I definitely want to be there for basically all the events, for all the people. It's something that really drives me in my faith life, is being there for other people and with other people. So I definitely see myself growing in ministry and evangelization even after I graduate.